14 wins from their last 16 games here at home. And as a welcome Phil Gould, this man Jack Cole, only in the infancy of his career, but he's been a permanent fixture of the last 6 weeks in the number 6 jumper with Nathan Cleary missing.
Yeah, doing a really good job too. Coming through the Panthers Academy, a boy from Western New South Wales. Played with Orange Sims, I think, out that way, but he's already been high regarded. Very, very mature young man for his age, and been well coached and well developed.
So the Panthers heavily fancied here, but there's some quality in this Cowboys outfit. And they do have some continuity in key positions. Drinkwater at the back, Townsend in the 7, and the kickoff is out on the full by a mile.
Wow.
That's a mandatory, that one.
How do you miss the field by that far?
That is the kickoff equivalent of a shank.
Must have kicked it blindfolded. I don't think he's kicked it that bad. He's just kicked it there.
Let's start this game again. The Cows find the sideline. Critical game this for them. And big call on that basis that Todd Payten's opted to rest all these Origin stars because they can move it to the 8 if they win today. They do have a favourable run home in that 6 of the last 8 games will be played in Townsville, so I'm sure that's at the forefront of the coach's thinking. Get them fresh and ready to go for a run towards September. There's Finnair Fuiaki outside the 20. Edwards is playing in the 9 this afternoon, and Jason Taumalolo has been a bit of a throwback in form over recent weeks for Taumalolo. Clifford. Difficult pass, but he took it and then took on the defence. Now Townsend, now McLean, out to Drinkwater, linking up with Viliami Vailea, and Felt needs one more try for 10 in the air, and he gets it!
Coming in tackle 5.
They're going to go up no try.
I have no try. Just confirm the lead runner runs at the chest of the Panthers player and affects the defensive pattern.
He's looking for obstruction here. There's no doubt that Cole Felt got the ball on the line. Looking at any obstruction from the lead runners. McIntyre going through here. That one's okay.
Just looking at the run of Helam Lukey. Runs at the outside shoulder of Jack Cole. And Cowboys taken advantage. We have a decision.
Red lights. And we're excited about that because Cole Felt, if he gets a try today, 10 tries in the season for the last 9 seasons straight. That had been done by 2 other players in Premiership history, Ken Irvine and Manu Vatuvei.
Red line, front foot short and hold.
It looks like Paul Alamonte's gone out to the wing on that side. Casey McLean. He's in the centres. That's where they were defending anyway, so it'll be interesting if they stay there for the remainder of the match.
First involvement in the NRL for the latest Panther, Casey McLean. We saw him 10 days ago playing for New South Wales in the under-19s Origin. His brother Jesse was there as well, but he suffered that really bad head knock. And that's ruled him out of this game. There's that compulsory 11-day stand-down, so he missed that by 1 day. Fisher Harris. Oh. Well taken by Sorensen in the conditions. The Panthers outside the 30 now after a false start. Bad kickoff and a blip in defence. But Liotta up within 20 metres of the Cowboys line now. Sent to Cole. Left foot step into traffic. No thought of a kick there on tackle 5.
Back here, boys. Front foot is lined up.
Happy to hand it back to North Queensland on their own 10.
They've had a habit of doing that all year, the Panthers. Close to the line, they're prepared to run the ball on tackle 5 and back their defence rather than risking 7 tackle sets. And there's no real guarantee of a reward of repeat sets these days with line dropouts.
Braden Burns, a former Panther, never played NRL here, but was a prominent member of a lot of the underage teams that won premierships. Went off to South City to start his NRL journey, but you know a lot of these players well. McLean within a metre of the halfway. Harrison Edwards and Jake Clifford, who has got an enormous boot, and Dane Laurie takes it comfortably at the back.
That was a big kick. Crikey.
And now Alamotti has lost the ball, coming out of trouble.
Yeah, we might see this a little bit today with these greasy and wet conditions.
Where do you want it? In the middle, clock on,
Really got
James.
through there. Isaac Tungu, there's a chance. The ball just comes free, it's a loose carry.
While we have a moment, let's check in with Brad's sideline. Good afternoon.
Hey, mate, well, I'm surprised it took 4 minutes to find out how slippery it is out there, because I've got to say, the rain is just at that annoying level where it's not raining and it's not drizzling. It's just in that middle, which obviously makes everything extremely slippery. The field is like an ice rink, so controlling the ball is paramount today. There's a big breeze behind the Cowboys as well.
We ain't in Townsville anymore. Lukey. So more attacking ball in favour of the Cowboys. They've got 9 wins here at Bluebet Stadium across the years. Good tackle around the legs on Finnair Fuiaki, but you can see how powerful he is. Tackled in front of the post. Taumalolo and Townsend. Good defence again. Lukey trying to punch into space. Sorensen and Fisher-Harris, 2 of the experienced heads in the pack today. More involvement for Taumalolo, who has featured in every game. One of 5 Cowboys to do so in 2024. Harrison Edwards, Drinkwater, a kick to the in goal. It's running long. It's tapped back. Oh, Falea would have caught it. He'd scored.
How are we?
It looked too heavy off the boot of Scott Drinkwater, but Cole felt he did a remarkable job to get this back in the field of play. It was Valea who just couldn't handle the ball. And a couple of chances gone missing for the Cows.
The Panthers would be keen to get to a kick here.
Well, I wouldn't even wait to tackle 5. I'd kick it as soon as I could. Mind you, I'm up in the box. I can't feel the breeze down there. Bradley Fittler said it was pretty strong.
Yeah, it is. Behind the Cowboys, about 15 kilometres. Substantial. It should make a difference.
Gus's 85th game commentating here out of Penrith. I can't believe he kept a record of all these things. Fisher-Harris playing it. Kenny scampering. Good run. Let's hope your 85th's a memorable one, Gus. Inside the 30. Laurie into dummy half. Cole now. He's trying to isolate Felt. Here come the black jerseys. There's experience for you. Take it and tumble to the ground. Oh, juggle it, he got it back. Oh, it's like a cake of soap. These are tough carries.
Yeah, we can just see with all the players, they're all treading a little bit more carefully now. They've had a good feel of the ground. You can go out and warm up all you like, but until you get into the battle, you can't really tell how it's going to be. I'm not sure how many have got the right footwear on either. It's like they're tippy-toeing.
Oh, that's a confident catch, isn't it? And he's a big, powerful ball runner, Paul Alamotti. 9th game as a Panther, 4 tries in the season so far. One of those was up in Townsville against the Cowboys, which was pivotal in the outcome. Now McLean, the youngest debut player for Deer. Oh, another mistake. Gee, it's like Sard Wonder Soap out there. Yes, Brad?
Well, I was going to give you a story about studs, long sprigs. Addy Dazzler, who owned Adidas, he was the first one to put studs into footy boots, and then the Germans wore them in the World Cup, and at half-time it was a muddy, slippery game, and he came in at half-time, he said to the coach, I've got longer studs if you want them. They went out with the longer studs, won the World Cup.
And did you know that his brother, Addy's brother, started Puma?
Yeah, the two rival neighbourhoods.
Yeah.
More in competition become 2 of the biggest sporting companies in the world.
I want to know if Bradley knows so much about boots, why he wore the wrong boots so often when he played.
I just love the moulded.
Bradley was an Adidas man.
It's been a disjointed start, to say the very least. 6 more tackles for North Queensland. Here's Sam McIntyre. He's been a handy pickup for them. He's inside Penrith's 20. Right towards the northern end of the old Penrith Park, as it's known, Jackson Purdue. What a talent, the 18-year-old. Away to Clifford. Looping pass, Taumalolo. They head towards that right-hand edge again. Helam Lukey. Tackled well by McLean. This youngest Panthers first gamer since Wade Graham, all the way back in 2008. Wade was 17. Casey's a bit more than 18 years of age. 3 metres from the line now. Taumalolo, Drinkwater, floating ball. Here's Kyle's 10th of the year. What a put down in the weather.
Well, it's confident play. And Scott Drinkwater, most things that are good that happened to the Cowboys, Scott Drinkwater's got his fingerprints all over it. This included Isuzu D-Max replay and get the ball in the classy player's hands, and beautiful pass over the top. And Kyle Felt, well, he's got enough quality in his game to get the ball down. Wonderful start by the Cowboys.
How many times over the years have we seen Kyle Felt do things like that? Brilliant catch and lovely put down. Interesting, Paul Alamonte playing on the wing opposite Kyle Felt. I'd imagine he'll be a target for those types of long, high passes and high kicks as the game goes on, because there's a fair height difference between the two. But a lovely ball from Drinkwater, and nicely finished in the end by the great finisher, Bradley.
I'm not sure what else the Penrith defence could have done. I think it was just the greatness of the pass that got it over the top of Alamonte and allowed Felt to be able to catch it. It looked forward, but it wasn't forward. It was absolutely perfect. Some things you just can't defend.
That's his 18th try assist in the year.
Yeah, he's a classy player, very skillful.
He's got the goal kicking today. Oh! Well, that's brilliant by Drinkwater, the pass and the kick.
Just wait, Paul. Okay, this side. Oh, let's go, Paul. Let's go, mate. Tom on.
Another notch on Kyle Felt's try-scoring record for North Queensland. They have converted what has been the lion's share of possession into 6 points here. Oh, physical shot, that. I don't like having their line breach, the Panthers. Braden Burns. He's from Dubbo, Braden, long way from North Queensland. His NRL career has been revived by the Cowboys. McIntyre. Played back to Edwards. And the kick's taken a deviation off a Panther defender, Laurie. Good awareness.
Rather eerie here at the moment. The crowd's very quiet. They're not often behind on the scoreboard here in Penrith. The lights have taken effect early because it's very gloomy.
It's barely recognisable, Panthers team. Eisenhuth, Leota. Good tackle. McIntyre. Right around the legs. And now Brad Schneider. A kick towards Burns' side of the ground. They jump. It's gone back off Penrith. It's gone back off the Cowboys. And Purdue's got it. He stepped inside of Henry. And he can't evade the tackle of Schneider, who was the man that sent that high kick up into the gloomy sky. Oh, Burns. Bent over awkwardly there. And now Kyle Felt. So you can hear the urgency about Penrith's defence. They want to get up fast and try to deny the Cowboys' field position. Gee, that's a tackle. Candy around the legs. And Drinkwater Scurry out to the halfway. Tries to lay the platform for another kick. Townsend positioned right. And Dane Laurie. His third start at fullback for the Panthers this year. Last time he played in the number 1 Billy against Manly, he made 343 running metres.
Yeah, he likes to be involved, Dane Laurie. This is the type of game you want to get involved because it can pass you by. In these wet conditions, you want to play down the middle of the field. And here he is here looking to get the ball first receiver.
6 more. Good run, Schneider. Laurie up against the bigger men, but makes really good yardage. Elam Lukey eventually stopped him. Penrith trying to get some momentum going. Oh, wow, Fisher Harris through.
6 more. Tackle count restarted.
Well, Drinkwater's in the way there.
That'll be sin bin.
This could be a sin bin.
It's a
It should be
professional
a sin
foul.
bin.
You're well offside.
He's got
Goes to 10.
Oh, that was a
Scott, it's a deliberate act, mate.
that was a muck up, wasn't it? DJ plays hit the road, Jack.
It's a bit of a sledge, isn't it?
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. Good run by Fisher Harris. That was the one that got them on the back foot. Quick play of the ball. Drinkwater's out of position. He gets involved in the play of the ball. Give us 6 again, and then he gives away a penalty for being offside. Panthers not kicking for goal.
That's a momentum shift, a big time. The will be if they can score. Leota powering towards the sticks. Edwards low. McLean high. Eisenhuth, Laurel. Nuts. Tackle count restart. As Tungmore tries to punch into space.
They'll do well to hold on here, the Cowboys.
Mitch Kenny, Jack Cole, good hands. Oh, intercept! Felt's got it back! Felt's bounding away. He's not as quick as he used to be. Laurie's going to gobble him up for speed. But Felt saves the day again. The Panthers can barely get back. They've eventually got there, and the Cowboys have got 1,000 numbers out left. They go right-hand side. Played by Lukey. Viliami Valea had no one to distribute to. 5 away, Kenny the defender, Townsend the first receiver. That's a Purdue. They're going to score again here. Oh, you can put it down to Kyle Feltz. Quick thinking at the other end, and Braden Burns back to the ground where he played his junior rep football, has got the second for North Queensland.
Well, they were in trouble at one end, the Cowboys. Billy Slater said they'll do well to hold on. Enter the experienced Kyle Felt, who comes up with an intercept off his own line. He was onside. They tried to get the ball through quick hands. Bang, he picks it off and off he goes. Well, the legs aren't moving as quickly as what they used to as a young fella. Isuzu. D-Max replay. Try is confirmed and the ball will come out to the left-hand side of the field and Braden Burns will put it down in the left-hand corner. He's experienced, Billy, isn't he?
Oh, he's a wonderful player and he's had a great start to this match. The quality of passes out to this left-hand side too. Jackson Purdue, he's the young 18-year-old. He's gone back to the full-back position. He gets the ball now. Beautiful passes by McIntyre as well. And Braden Burns, he finishes it off lovely. With 12 men, they still found the overlap.
Well, his career looked to be languishing in the lower grades at South Sydney, but a mid-season call for Braden Burns, and look at that, 5 tries in 4 appearances.
Yeah, sometimes it's just time and place. Being in the right place at the right time. He's always been a good finisher. Renowned more as a centre as a young fella coming through, but spent plenty of time on the wing. He is a try scorer. He can find the line.
I've been real impressed with Sam McIntyre this year as well. Versatile player, can play in the middle. A little bit of dummy half. He's shifted out to the centres here in the absence of Scott Drinkwater. Beautiful catch and pass on that occasion. There's Jake Clifford. He lines it up from the sideline.
So Drinkwater kicked on the other side of the ground, and Clifford's going to kick from this side.
Yeah, the left footer from one side, the right footer from the other.
How about that?
Try and bring it back on the breeze.
It's a good strategy because they've both nailed them.
Tim, you're better on that 10 metres. Stand side, boys. Come on. Stand side.
So great kick by Clifford. They tried to get him back from the sin bin to kick that one, but they didn't let him. Taumalolo.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was a ploy.
Got a force boy.
Scotty's in the
Scotty was in the bin.
He's in the dressing room.
They've just scored a try. They're down to 12.
Bradley Fiddler.
Well, the DJ's working overtime here, trying to give this joint some atmosphere. The Cowboys have absolutely silenced the crowd. I've never heard it so quiet.
Well, if there's an award for DJs around the grounds, the bloke at Newcastle's outstanding. I don't know who he is, but he's brilliant.
Freddie, I don't think Achy Breaky Heart's going to get them up and about. They need something.
Well, I've got me and Ronnie in ammo. We'll go on.
So 12-0, and the Cowboys have looked most accomplished. There's times you watch this team, you think, you know what, they're the premiers. Then you can watch them a week later and think they might get the spoon. The gulf between good and bad is immense. Pressure on Laurie from Townsend. Great take again.
Cooley, let him up. Heel and square.
Go! Jack, go, Jack!
Go, Jordan.
Away, boys. Come to the
It's a really good start on a day like this. Ball movement is difficult. Probably a little more natural combination in the Cowboys outfit today. 7-6-1 compared to the Panthers, who have played some lower grades together, but not so much in the NRL together.
Good decisive run by Scott Sorensen. Schneider. Oh, it's going to land in no man's land. And Purdue's back there for Drinkwater. He played at full-back for the Queensland 19s. He was a bit apprehensive to attack the ball, perhaps, in the wet conditions.
Now, Jackson Purdue, he's better known probably as an emerging halfback more than any other position, but can play anywhere in the back line, and we saw him debut against the Roosters earlier this year. Marked up on some big-name players and played a key role in them beating the Roosters, upsetting them at Allianz Stadium. He's a rare talent. He's going to be a long-time NRL player for sure.
That's Griffin Neame on the ground now.
Last tackle, Marcus Square. Wait for it. Go, 5.
Had been starting instead of Jason Taumalolo, but they've swapped back.
Get up, Griff.
Neame from the bench again this afternoon. And the always lively Dane Laurie trapped on his own 30-metre line.
Well, normally this scoreline wouldn't worry the Panthers at all, but it's a very inexperienced key position team in the middle of the field for the Panthers, and whether they stick to their system and their process and get through their sets and kick to the corner. That's the challenge for these young men in the middle. Down to you, Freddie.
Well, number 13, Isaiah Yeo, the captain, he's about to come on. I think they're looking for him to get them back on track.
Kenny, he's the on-field captain with Yeo coming from the bench. And he's inside the Cowboys 30. Another high ball by Schneider. Sorensen chasing, as is Alamotti, as is McLean.
First one off you, Casey, and then off Kyle, so it's a handover. Front foot, Casey on side.
So the Cowboys, after the bye here, have come out buzzing. Penrith perhaps not so much. North Queensland won 4 of their 5 games leading into that bye. They've sort of been flying under the radar. Is that the way of going about it? They've been unconvincing at times, yet they're still very much in the frame for finals football.
Nearly everyone in the comp's in the frame for finals football.
Very true. Oh, Taruva had to remain calm, tapped it back, and then slips over as he gets to the kick chase.
I think Asaya will help enormously when he gets on the field. He'll take more of the control of the first receiver role, particularly in attacking positions. They'll need his experience.
And the applause for the Penrith captain on the backup from Wednesday. There's Lindsay Smith on the ground now. Cole, little dummy. Can't beat the defence. The fatigue alert, Billy. Nearly 5 minutes of play. No stoppage. Another high ball by Schneider.
Well, although the Panthers are behind on the scoreboard, they're in front in terms of the field position battle. In that 5 minutes of play, it's been all the Penrith Panthers down this end of the field. So the challenge is actually on the Cowboys at the moment to sustain this toughness part of the game.
There's a green Jack Granville doing the dummy half work. 35 years of age. He feels like he's been around forever. It was their grand final. Dummy half all those years ago. Set for set at the moment. The Panthers feel comfortable in this scenario. And Laurie roughed up at the back there by Hilam Lukey. And now to River. Awful conditions. Bitterly cold, but still a great crowd.
Well, if you ignore the scoreboard and the actual flow of the game, Panthers are more than matching the Cowboys at the moment. And if Kyle Felt doesn't take the intercept, it might be 6-all.
Yeah.
So the scoreboard not a real reflection on the flow of the game at the moment.
Coogee under pressure, spills one. Penrith are going to have a great chance now.
And that's what they wait for.
First knock on this way.
They keep
in the middle.
the play down that end of the field and they wait for the error and then they'll go to work. It's great play by these young Panthers. And this is what the club's been built on. This is what this team's been built on over the last 4 or 5 years. And they've stuck to it. Now they get the opportunity to put their plays on.
That's the perseverance side of it. If the opposition does well, you applaud them, but you come back and ask the question again, and you do it again and again and again and again, and eventually you wait for them to crack. That's how you win 3 premierships in a row.
Let's go, boys. Heads in.
They've cracked a lot of sides in their time.
They've outnumbered the Cowboys on the right here at the scrum. Granville coming late.
Drinkwater's back from the bin, by the way. Alamotti. Caught a lot. Oh, gee, Laurie gave that. He just about scores in the quarter. No need to panic. First tackle from the scrum. Alamotti. Schneider, Yo, Smith. Collides with McIntyre. Granville in there too. Pretty much in front of the post. Fisher Harris. It'll be hard to hold from here. They bring him down. Edwards around the legs. A metre away. They've seen very little ball this end of the ground. Schneider goes, but gets as far as the hulking frame of Griffin Neems, 6 metres away. Mitch Kenny out the back to Yo. Short pass, Fisher Harris again. Oh, 6 more. 6 more late in the count. Yo! Not even his arms could have reached out that far. 6 again. Sorensen tried to catch them napping and explode into space. Gee, they'll do a good job to turn them away again. Here's Henry trying to bust through. The Blaney Bear, a couple away. Long pass now, Schneider. Out the back to Yo. Yo out to Cole. Left foot step. Tackled well by Lukey. Their defence has been their Achilles heel at times this year, North Queensland, but they're holding up okay under enormous pressure. Smith, try. No! Did he not reach out? Schneider, Laurie, catch and pass, Taruva. Look at the numbers for the Cowboys. Taruva can't possibly get it down. That's super defence.
All right, Casey, I have tackle 5. No try. Just confirm he knocks the ball on short of the try line, please, and stays in the field of play.
Wow, what defence from the Cowboys. Lindsay Smith looks certain to score. Here's Taruva. He stays in the field of play for now.
So now Taruva remains in the field of play. We're just looking to see if he knocks on in the field or over the goal line.
Tremendous strength there to keep himself in field. He actually has a go at trying to plant the ball down. Look at the strength here. Keeps himself in field and tries to get the ball down between his legs.
Knock on is over the goal line. We have a decision.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's going to go to the 20-metre restart with 7 tackles. But the Cowboys, there must have been 3 or 4 set restarts in that little patch of defence.
Another one, you know what's going to happen. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Oh, that's stirring defence by the visitors. 15th in the competition defensively. That's an area they've really got to tighten up. If you're thinking, oh, look at that. Look at that possession.
Yeah, they've had a good run of possession, the Panthers. Plenty of 6 agains in that. And some of them were on early tackles, so it's not as drastic as all that. Seeing a lot more 6 agains lately. I don't know if we're seeing a little bit of a blitz or not.
Not a cracker.
Not allowed to say that word. I prefer blitz.
Oh, Townsend. Driven across the ground by Sorensen. Drinkwater and McIntyre in there. Oh, that's a great tackle by Smith. He cracked it.
Go to the ball! Go to the ball!
Oh, Dane Laurie. How's that for an acrobatic exhibition?
He's a good one.
That was fearless.
He got some hang time, didn't he?
I remember when he was only a teenager, someone sent us a highlights tape of Dane Laurie. He was playing up in Grafton Way or somewhere. It was the best highlights tape I have ever seen of any footballer ever. It was a marvellous highlights tape. He was 15, 16 years of age. He looked like Billy Slater. He broke some hearts up in the Northern Rivers area, I tell you.
Have you been sent any bad highlights tapes?
You don't get many bad highlights tapes, no. You don't get many bad references either. But it was exceptional. I took it into our recruitment man, Jimmy Jones. I said, tell me if I'm going crazy.
You still have your marbles. He's a beauty. And he's back here after a little stint at the West Tigers. Still in the embryonic stages of his career. He's played just over 50 games. Here's Fisher Harris now. There's no panic about the Panthers. They've looked more settled since Yo's been out of the park. Cole's had a lot of ball. Schneider's playing a little bit second fiddle at the moment. There's Laurie, good catch. Mitch Kenny, now to Yo. Tried to roll out of the tackle of McIntyre. He sticks to him well. A metre or so out. Mitch Kenny back behind the plate of ball. Schneider, he's offside.
Well, more possession for the Panthers on the line. They do look better with Yo calling the shots at first receiver. But the ball movement's a little slower, just a bit slippery, a bit wet. And that's just giving the Cowboys a good chance to keep ticking them off. The Cowboys' defence has been good on their line. Panthers looking for a way through.
Another great tackle around the legs by McIntyre on a rampaging Fisher Harris. Kenny away to Schneider. Didn't like the look of it that way, so comes back the other. Finds his halves partner in Cole, who sells a little dummy but can't get through. Another good tackle by Edwards. He and McIntyre excellent defensively. Schneider takes on Granville. He's quite tall for a halfback, Schneider. And he does have an inclination to attack the defence with his running game. Tungor. That's good to seat of your pants stuff at the moment. Townsend with the tackle on Sorensen. It goes away to Schneider again. A kick up towards the open side. Laurie! Did you get the ball down?
No. Is that Purdue?
Tackle 6, no try. Just
Jake
confirm that he's not tackled in the air through the grounding.
He all but scored this try, Dane Laurie. Again, he does it at the other end this time. Leaps up high above them. Comes down with the ball.
Play's been cleared up to this point.
Well, it'll be a penalty. He's tackled in the air.
Scott Drinkwater tackles Dane Laurie in the air. We're just playing on at this point to see... Jake Clifford tackles Dane Laurie in the air. Just playing on to see if the ball was ever grounded.
He's over the line. It's ridiculous that he can't defend his line, and particularly when he's going for the ball.
And the ball always remains up. We have a decision.
They've saved the try. And it's not as though he's taken his legs out. He's taken him down body and all. He hasn't taken him down dangerously. He's just secured the possession.
What your team's doing down here. Here we are. It's a penalty. No, tackle in the air.
All he does is secure the ball. It's not a dangerous tackle whatsoever. That's not what the rule was meant for.
Well, this is a torrent of possession for Penrith. They've got to come away with something.
And Fisher Harris has been charging through the line in the last 10 minutes.
Yo now, trying to explode into the space. Again, Schneider looking down that left-hand edge and nothing presents itself. Frustration for Penrith, but belief for the Cowboys that they can repel the home team at the moment. McIntyre with a great legs tackle on Smith. Here's Fisher Harris. Does he get there? Nope. Last play. Oh, that might be high. No.
Just like...
Again, the Cowboys turn the Panthers away. And Todd Payton, he'll be really proud of his team at the moment.
Inspired defence by North Queensland. At real time, it looked like there might have been a high shot on Sorensen.
Still down on his haunches.
It's been great defence. I mean, the attacking game is a little bit one-dimensional in the conditions, and they look most likely when these big fellas just charge at the line rather than trying to finesse their way around or come up with a play. Bradley Fittler.
Well, one of the positives in these conditions is you don't really get fatigued. If you have a look at the Cowboys, the amount of defence they're doing, none of them look quite fatigued. The other thing is because you can't really get quick play the balls, because when you got the ball and you get tackled, you need to take your time and be cautious as you play the ball because it's so slippery. So defending is not that hard because the fatigue level is quite low.
So they have picked up that high tackle. Another set coming Penrith's way.
I think that's a bit of family feud. Aren't they brother-in-laws? Chad Townsend and Scott Sorensen? I might be wrong.
I'm getting a nod from our statistician and family tree expert, David Middleton. So Sorensen's come for HIA, and that's going to bring the second of the two first gamers, Luron Patea, out onto the park. Fourth and fifth debut players used in 2024 by the Panthers club. Here is Patea. He's built a bit like Moses Leota. Very strong. Not tall, but powerful. This is just an avalanche of possession for the home team. Schneider, Laurie, dummies. He nearly slipped and slid his way there. He looks super dangerous, Dane Laurie.
It looked like a trip. I'd like to see the replay, but certainly hit the ground quickly.
Schneider, a roll towards the in goal. Felt was up there. He's going to play it over the back.
Dane Laurie looked like he'd beaten his opposite number and then either lost his footing or someone took his footing away. That goes the leg.
That is a trip.
Yep. You could just see it. He'd beaten his opponent. Had he kept his footing, I think he'd have been able to pull his way to the line. It's young Purdue who throws the right leg out.
Well, the crowd have just seen it on the big screen. They don't like it.
Right, it's a tripping action from Jackson. It's on report. And you're in the bin.
Oh,
Hit the road, Jack.
well, that's the first trip I've seen this year that have gone to the bin. There's been a few trips, but that's the first one I've seen bin.
Well, it's normally just a fine.
Just found out that Chad Townsend's married to Scott Simonson's sister. Been on Ancestry.com.
I'm glad you've been married at first sight. Kenny, across now to Yo. Surely they score. How much ball have they? They've had the ball for 10 minutes in a row, and that's not an exaggeration. Patea! He's got a big fan club here. The lad on debut. Oh, he's going to lock the ball on here, Cowboys. Oh, it's a penalty to Penrith.
Offside.
All early, heel on Chad. Mate, you got to wait for the go call.
They've been down to 12 men twice with sin bins, but still they hold on. 6.5 minutes to half time. Panthers looking for that one task, that one run.
Goodness, there's some heavy legs out there. I suppose they've been on their line. They haven't needed to come up too far.
Well, the penalties are 7-1 and the 6 agains are 5-1, all in favour of the home team.
And they're yet to score a point. A huge tick of approval for the Cowboys' resilience, but it's all changed now. It was a matter of time. They had to score, and Snyder's got it.
Yeah, and it's the man that grew up in Townsville. I'm sure he would have been a Cowboys supporter as a young man, Brad Snyder. And just the pressure and time of possession tells. A little show and go. They're working so hard, the Cowboys. Move off Snyder. Isuzu D-Max replay. Just slides straight between the two players. And they get on the board, the Panthers.
I love the 6 again. He was brought in this year as key position backup, Brad Snyder, his 7th game as a Panther. And on the back of just endless possession, he gets them on the board. Paul Alamotti. From point blank, we're back to a 6-point ball game.
Stay onside. Onside, boys.
I could imagine that would have been demoralising if Penrith walked away from that without any points.
Yeah, well, they've actually been on top for most of this first half. Lovely trial to Kyle Felt early, and it was Kyle Felt that saved their bacon with a long-range intercept that led to the Cowboys' second try. So there's not much in this at all. Fisher Harris looks as though he said to his coach, I want to go the distance today with these young fellas. Moses Leota's got a break, but Fisher Harris remains out there.
Laurie, wonderful.
He's a good player. He's only going to get better too. He's always going to be a slow maturer.
Oh, Patea, good work, broke out of a tackle and still powers his way up near the halfway.
Young fella from the Sinclair Comets, the Panthers Junior League club, big clubs. I think Stephen Crichton was from Sinclair Comets.
Was, yes. foul.
It was a shank.
Yeah, but it's dangerous, and it's picked up along the ground by Drinkwater.
Very dark here at Penrith. Well, prior to that penalty, the penalties were 12-2 in favour of the Panthers,
All right, let's go, Jake.
including 6 against, which are penalties.
What you like there?
Just hold you in your own end so well, the Panthers. Cowboys needed this penalty.
What are those big snakes, anacondas? They strangle you to death. Squeeze you up until you can't breathe. Then you give it up.
3 minutes to half time. The Cowboys will want to strike back here.
Let go now. Mark your square.
Can't put Burns on the ground.
6 more, no. 2 more.
Finnair Fuiaki. Straight and hard. If you're keeping count of the 6 against, there's been 7 so far. His Neem. Centre of the 20-metre line. Granville. Through Townsend and out to Lukey. Oh, super defence. I'd imagine they'd feel energised after all that football. Not having to tackle anyone for about 10 minutes straight. Clifford, Finnair Fuiaki. The Cowboys down on the 10-metre line. They'd feel wonderful about things if they could strike that try out with one of their own. Gee, Smith with another great shot around the waist. He's nailed a couple with textbook tackling. Townsend, field goal attempt, charge down, ball's alive. Felt made a play at it, Penrith get the ball back.
Is that Fisher Harris?
Gus has fallen over, first half field goal.
Big play.
Great work from Fisher Harris.
39 minutes of work. And charging through the Cowboys line. Here goes Dane Laurie again.
Wants to play it quickly.
And still has the energy to go and do that. What a player.
Taruva in field. This is where they're good. They get their speed men in amongst the big fellas. Taruva on play 5. Picked up by Kenny. Schneider waiting. Kicks for open space in behind them. Drinkwater gets across. There's 45 seconds to go.
Bradley Fittler, how's that breeze? Is that still going to be there for the Panthers in the second half?
It doesn't feel like that at the moment. The actual range dropped away as well. Hasn't helped with the slipperiness on the field or the ball, but looks like it's clearing up.
Isaac, please stay up, Liam.
Burns clattered. McIntyre tangled up amongst the legs of Tungor. Nicole Felt, not interested. Half time. The Cowboys led 12-0 for the bulk of that half until Penrith finally capitalised on a glut of possession to set us up at 12-6 in favour of the visitors at the break. Jake Clifford begins this second half. And a reminder, the Cowboys can sneak into the 8 if they can come here to Penrith and win for the first time in many, many years, albeit against a Panthers team vastly depleted. Andrew Smith's been strong from the bench.
Well, talking about players, you know what you're going to get. It's the same every time he takes the field. He's just a real tradesman.
It's an up-tempo set to begin this second half. Over the halfway, there you go.
That's a charging set. A great way to start the second half for the Panthers.
Cole, aerial. Casey McLean. Oh, it nearly got away on Felt.
Yeah, he makes you sweat for it, Kyle Felt.
So if you're joining us later, Felt's try in the first half. It takes him to 10 for the year, and that means the last 9 seasons in succession he's scored at least 10 tries. Only 3 players in the premiership history have done that. Ken Irvine, greatest try scorer ever, and Manu Vatuvei. It's a very select group. Played back by Griffin Neame. And Jack Granville, Scott Drinkwater. Oh, Laurie had to hustle.
Must be really cold out there. Andrew Johns has come back to the commentary box after a brief stint downstairs, and he looks blue. Not moving very freely at all.
Well, I actually asked the Queensland coach if he had a rum on, which is unspeakable for a man who's blue through and through.
Well, it's not unusual.
Very true. Emma?
Yeah, Matt, Scott Sorensen passed his HIA at half-time, so he's back on the field right now.
Thank you very much. One of the experienced campaigners out there, Sorensen, to Ruben out. Yes, Brad?
And I've got to say, since coming out from interviewing Peter Wallace, the weather's crazy. It's the first time the trees have been moving, so it tells me there's a lot of wind up there, so Penrith have got quite the advantage.
Schneider, tantalising kick, Felt! Wow!
You jumped way too early and you disrupted him, and he's been put in a dangerous position.
Kyle Felt makes the difficult look easy, and the easy at times look very difficult. Brilliant catch, in the end one-handed. Sorensen, no real attempt to get to the ball, just got in his way, which why the penalty.
Hey Brad, the other news for you, it's raining again.
I reckon I've had this umbrella up 10 times. Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Tumbling down, only missed I suppose, but it's a nuisance.
If we were training at Penrith, at the start of the rain, Freddie would go off.
Please.
He'd go to the dressing room.
Mate, I had the singlet, the shorts, tough as mountain man.
His lordship, he wouldn't train in the rain.
Griffin Neame. Tackled by Smith and Fisher Harris on the 20. Granville look left, plays right. Townsend, a kick for Felt. Here comes Kyle. Up they go. Ball to the in goal. Lindsay Smith back there.
And over
Knock on
the
Cowboys.
10. Knock on Cowboys. Where Davies?
It's a really vital 2 points for the Cowboys, isn't it? They've got their noses in front.
So I mentioned in the first half, 6 of their final 8 games they play at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, and they have enjoyed only 1 bye to date. So they've got 2 more byes to come between now and round 25.
Should get rid of the byes, the 2 points for the byes. It just confuses everyone. Just look at the number of wins they've had.
Well, indeed, but if people are looking at the ladder, they'll say, well, North Queensland out of the 8. But you've got to calculate the 2 points added on. Now, here's a kick on play for. It's not going to pull up. Oh,
gee whiz, the wind got hold of that.
Yeah, it just kicked on. There was 2 bounces where it just ran on. Had the Cowboys wrong-footed. Scott Drinkwater fell over. And Cole Felt, well, he was up in the defensive line. It was a smart kick. Just didn't execute it right.
There is a fair bit of rain coming down now too, isn't there?
Red at 7 tackles, hey? The 2024 NRL Telstra Premiership season has been absolutely one of the best in recent memory. You can be there live to witness your team vying for glory in the world's most exciting competition. Get your seats to any game at nrl.com/tickets. Taken in the tackle of Henry. And he backs up for a run at the line. It's McIntyre now. He's gone unchanged since the start of the game. 25 metres away. A kick popped up off the boot of Townsend, and Paul Alamotti Good take. He's been corralled towards the touchline. But the momentum stops. He'll play it to Cole, who's waiting. And now Casey McLean.
He's a real prospect, this boy. Casey McLean, those that would have seen the New South Wales under-19s game a couple of weeks ago got a glimpse of his talent.
Well, he and his brother have signed with the club until the end of, I think, 2028. So long-term deals for both.
Yeah, they'll be here a lot longer than that.
Fisher Harris.
He's been enormous. I don't think he's had a break,
no,
other than the half-time break.
Built back past the 20. Cowboys by a converted try. Oh, he's made a mistake, and that's what the Panthers are sweating on.
Well, Panthers assistant coach Peter Wallace said to Brad Fittler just after half-time, we win our field position and we'll get our chance. It's exactly what he was talking about. You get to your field position, you earn that, and you get your chance to play your footy.
Well, that sort of football, you know, it's ground into them from a young age, and they trust it, and they just believe in it. And therefore it becomes muscle memory. There's no thought of getting away from it. And even though they've been down 12-0 in this game, they haven't varied from that strategy or that mindset.
Schneider for Cole. They're going to spread it off the scrum. It comes to Laurie. It's a good tackle by Purdue. Penrith closing in on the Cowboys 10-metre line. Tungle played it. It goes to Smith. They dragged one of those tries back before half-time. Can they start the second half with another? Henry. Good goal line defence for North Queensland once more. But they're going to be tested on the left-hand side. Schneider with a kick for Leia getting back. There's no way back for him.
Yeah, that's a good kick. That's a good kick because in the first half, Cowboys were getting up very, very quickly off their try line and bustling the playmakers of the Panthers. I imagine at halftime they've said when you get down there early, put an early kick in just to put them in two minds. And that's been executed perfectly. I doubt they'll try for a short drop out here. They'll probably go long, which means you will get the ball back. No, you might be thinking short one he is.
That's brilliantly executed. Oh, and the tap down was spectacular. Alamotti nearly cuts them. Oh, he's knocked it on.
Well, he looked likely. He got the ball with an unstructured defensive line. They do that better than anyone, the Panthers. They tap it back off the line drop out. They've got players there. Alamotti, he gets the ball. It was a really dangerous situation for the Cowboys here. And the greasy conditions.
Well, there was two of them tapping it back. Neither of them were looking to catch it. So they go back into the grind.
Rocket's running now.
Yeah. DJ just played Don't Stop Believing. So the DJ's thinking about his footy today. Hit the road, Jack. Don't stop believing. He's sending messages.
Do you think there'll be rain songs coming up soon?
We had Creedence. Have you ever seen the rain?
Yep. Raindrops kept falling on my head.
It's a little old for the audience.
Feel free to join in the game, Billy. Played back by Neem. Taken by Laurie.
I was good with Billy Ray Cyrus.
All day, play it on the mark. Bring it back here. Get taking those markers out of play.
Hey, Brad, if you were to play a rain song, what one would you choose?
It's raining men.
It didn't take long.
I got a lot of questions.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining.
coming to a karaoke bar near you. So Lura on the putter. Oh, that's dangerous, isn't it? It looked like it. He got flipped up. The referee's okay with that. They normally react pretty quickly. Schneider.
That's another tackle for kick. It's good.
This one's going to hang up. Ah, there's your result.
There you go.
Well, he's in two minds here, Braden Burns. He was thinking about letting it go and giving it a chance to run dead. And then he thought, no, I'll pick it up. It was a beautiful kick, fourth tackle. Got the breeze behind him. He's thinking about, do I let it go? Do I let it go? No, I better pick it up. And then the slippery conditions on the hands and then the feet. They get their chance again.
Kick early, kick long, kick often.
Kick short, Drinkwater, up it goes, tap back. Townsend knew the play because they rehearsed it earlier. It's a mess. The Cowboys somehow get the ball. Oh, and a penalty to boot.
Slow, you can't challenge slow.
Oh, he did well there, Chad Townsend. He knew the play.
You cannot. The penalty is for slow. You cannot challenge it. Brad, you're offside.
He fought for it, got it on the ground, earned his team a penalty.
Well, Casey McLean having a word with the touchy, and the Panthers fans are getting a little aggro. Meme now, up over the halfway. 6 more. Finnair Fuiaki. Driven back by Lindsay Smith and Patea. McIntyre for Thomas McKaylee. Giant of a man coming off the bench in the second half here. And now Lukey targets Sorensen. Bounced away, but Sorensen drags him to the ground 20 metres short. Granville. Inside pass from Townsend finds Neem. Oh, the ball looked to have a bobble. The fans saw it, the referee did it. Granville across to Clifford via Townsend. Now Drinkwater joining. That's a really good tackle. It was Isaac Tungor. Granville down the short side. The tackle count exhausted. Penrith with the ball back right on their line.
Yeah, happy to hand it over. I've got to say the Cowboys do look a little bit more dangerous than the Panthers when they get into attacking zones, but they haven't seen much play at that end of the field, have they? Panthers really having to work hard for their line breaks and their points today.
Townsend went for the field goal just before half-time. The conditions, I'm wondering if he gets a chance earlier than normally might take a while.
Well, 13 could be a winning score here today for either side.
Here's a chance. Laurie on the back up. That's a desperate tackle. It was a jump and grab that probably saved the try. Finnair Fuiaki was the man. Henry ends up with the ball.
Well, I'm not sure he didn't grab him before he got it, but he got away with it.
That's a play.
Luron Patea. Schneider. High. Oh, it's way too long.
Too deep.
Is everyone onside?
Yeah, just got the weight wrong there. The breeze got behind that ball in the air. That was a tackle, Finnair Fuiaki. That was a try for all money.
I don't think we'll be far wrong. I think 13 could be the winning score. 12 might be the winning score, but 13 could definitely be the winning score.
Here's the replay of the line break. Finnair Fuiaki. No, it wasn't early. It was desperate. Big play.
Townsend looked long, played short. Lukey wrapped up. Used 4 plays. Granville. Another short side raid. Crunch. Patea was waiting for it. Played to Valea. Townsend kicks along the ground. That's not the kick the doctor ordered. And Laurie's broken free. He's had a brilliant game, Taylor Warwick.
He's been terrific, hasn't he? And just extended with the club, I believe.
The fans have been booing for a penalty for a while, and they get one for a high shot. He looks so confident, Dane Laurie, doesn't he? Look at him attack this. Whoosh.
Yeah, that ball had to go in the air. All the Cowboys were lined up out wide with their hands in the air looking for the high kick.
Whoop. Little miscommunication. Crisis averted. Sorensen. Oh, no.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
What are you on the chart? Clock on, we're in the middle, boys.
Days like this, you can't dump your problems off onto someone else. Sometimes you've just got to take your knock. Sorensen went hurtling back infield. There was really nothing on. Tried to make something out of nothing. And threw a little flick pass to the rookie. Getting a bit steamy in the coach's box there, isn't there?
There's a few people in there.
Well, you wouldn't fit them under the salary cap. There's a lot of big names in that box.
He's so athletic here, Luke. Tall, rangy, bumping away from defenders. Cayley with some good charges. Sorensen, Smith, Patea in there. Played back to Granville. Townsend to Clifford. Drinkwater. Good defence by Schneider. From the inside, comes over and secures him. 25 away from the line. Now Purdue. The outside men want to kick high and across the ground, but they go down the other side. I know. Drinkwater switches. That's been knocked on by the Cowboys, and Laurie's got the ball back.
On, hand over. Here we are. Markers, yeah? Push up there, push up.
It's just a grind. It's cold, it's wet, it's slippery. Scores are tight. It's just virtually a game for your will.
Casey McLean tackled with the two first gamers. He and Patea, they've used 30 players so far in the season, the Panthers. Emma, some news?
The official crowd, Matt, this afternoon, 15,777, which is certainly not the biggest they've had, but it's pretty good given these conditions. So many brave fans in the stands there with their ponchos.
Oh, yeah. The rusted-on fans here today, no question. Trent Talau's out there as well in 23. Schneider. Cole. Here come the cavalry. Taken by Felt. They drive him back. He manages to keep himself in the field of play. That was a better place kick. And a chase full of intent. And North Queensland asked to work it off their line. And this is where it's dangerous in these slippery conditions. The first couple of runs are excellent. They're out past their 20. Felt back for more work. And McKay runs towards Talau. Henry around the legs. Lindsay Smith, the third of the tacklers. And Clifford, he tried to hit the belly of the ball there. It was a missed kick. It tumbles end over end. For Dane Laurie to field. And he's really got these kick chases on walking, doesn't he?
Well, every time he gets the ball, he looks dangerous. He looks like something's going to happen. It took Fini Fuiaki by the fingertips to stop him before. In and around the ruck. In the next 10 minutes, he'll be dangerous.
Taruva hasn't seen all that much of the action with the ball today.
Heel of Lucy.
Oh,
has to be a head clash.
Might be the end of his night, I would say.
Yeah. He came reeling out of the tackle.
Just a reminder, fans and fans on field has been
See stars here on Lukey. Ooh. The old head clash. He looks moderately composed anyway. He's been strong, Lukey, in these heavy conditions. He's off for HIA. And now Yo.
Game is delicately poised.
Wow, what a run.
Oh, it's terrific.
Oh, the fans love that one from the skipper. Schneider. Oh, it came off Cowboy legs and Drinkwater. He's rushing up. What about Casey McLean? My goodness. He went like a Newmarket handicapper. He got him easily, although the try is still onto the left. Purdue dummies through, try North Queensland.
Yeah, well, Scott Drinkwater, he got the opportunity, but the young 18-year-old Jackson Purdue, the boy from Mackay, he finishes it off. He's got a great nous in space. So Isuzu D-Max replay, here it is here. This is the back end of it. Once Purdue gets the ball, he just accelerates, a little show and go, and he puts the Cows further in front.
Yeah, just a kid. He backed himself there. It was a bit like Lachlan Galvin in that try at Campbelltown last week, wasn't it? A break into the backfield. Casey McLean just hunts down. Makes the tackle. They were always stressed to the left. And, you know, I've seen players muck this up and just panic. But the young fella backed himself, showed the ball, showed again, and then surged towards the line. And that's a player for you, Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, he might still look like a boy, but he handles that responsibility easily. Remember the first half, they threw it straight to him to come up with the try-scoring pass. And they did exactly the same. As soon as Chad Townsend got it, he moved the ball straight to Purdue, and he just come up with the right play. There's a big future for young Jackson.
Well, he accelerated, didn't he? Once he got the ball, he didn't wait. There's a big kick. The wind going left to right. Need to put this on the left upright.
Well, if you thought 13 was a winning score, 16 is plenty, isn't it?
There we go, time off. Wait, Paul, let you know when, mate. Let's go, mate. Come on.
Cowboys haven't won here since 2016, but the maiden try in Jackson Purdue's NRL career has put them a giant leap closer to breaking that drought.
Well, they've had to do it from their own end because the Panthers have dominated possession and field position, and the Cowboys have just refused to crack. They've held the Panthers just to one try. And they've managed to put 3 together themselves.
Powering up over the half. It's a power pack set actually after points. Come a long way to the ground. Drinkwater. 34 tackle breaks for Penrith against 13 for North Queensland. The visitors lead by 10. Townsend, high kick for Laurie. Clifford came racing down there, but he doesn't seem to be feeling the pressure at the moment, Dane Laurie. So a 10-point gap. Where's Penrith's response? they might be... well, they've got their big gun ready to come back on the field. So there's the first move on the chessboard. James Fisher-Harris.
Plenty of time.
Sorry, Gus, he's run for 200 metres already, don't worry. Schneider kicks for space. Is it going to run long? Nope. Felt's got it. Schneider chased his own kick valiantly. That's brilliant. Oh, how's that? What a play by Schneider. Yes, Emma, down to you.
It's a Category 2 head knock for Helam Lukey, so he does get the 15 minutes to be assessed. It'd only leave a couple of minutes for him to come back, but if he passes, it's significant, given he'll be available for next week's match against Manly.
That's very true. Thanks, Emma. It's a good defensive set, this. Clifford kicking from deep. And Alamotti with the wind-up. If the Cowboys walk away here with the win, it's been based on their defensive fortitude.
And a brave decision by the coach. I mean, when you knew that the Panthers were going to leave all their rep players out, the temptation would have been to have played as many of the Cowboys rep players as possible. I don't know how they are injury-wise, but if you can get 2 points against the Panthers at Penrith, that's 2 points that not everyone's going to get. You sort of pick one up on the field, and given their position on the ladder, it would have been very, very tempting to try and force the issue. But he's obviously got a lot of trust in these other players.
Now Leota, good run. Thought about an offload. Restrain that impulse. 25 metres away. Talau picks it up. Schneider with a kick. This looks like their most likely way of scoring at the moment, and it's touched a Cowboy and gone backwards.
There's just not enough happening in the Panthers attacking at the moment, is there? They're sticking to the grind, but they're not getting enough quality ball movement to really test the Cowboys' defence. Bradley Fittler, is the crowd awake or have they gone to sleep?
No, they're just waiting for the DJ to play another tune.
They should do requests.
Linda Carlos on my own.
Yeah, nice. Oh, good tackle. Gee, McIntyre's been tremendous, Billy. You pinpointed his effort throughout the season earlier in the game. He's made some critical tackles this afternoon as Tungle gets it out on the right edge.
No, he's had a brilliant season, and he's been a wonderful pickup. Like I said, very versatile. Great defender.
So Henry trying to get something going for the Panthers here. Isaiah Yeo, James Fisher-Harris, the two big guns in combination. He'll play it really fast. The Kiwi Test captain. Now Trent Talau can run. Do they get 6 more? Well, the fans think they should.
The crowd's awake.
Schneider a kick to the other side. It's a spiral, perfect spiral kick. It was too good, actually. Taken comfortably by Burns. Now Drinkwater. Fatigue alert, past 5 minutes.
It's just a numbers game for the Cowboys. When you've got a nice lead in these conditions, it's just a numbers game. Complete your sets, kick long, back your defence. Pressure is on the Panthers to come up with something different.
Behind the line!
They've won 4 of their last 5. Gone about their business. Just on the cusp of the top 8. But claiming the Panthers scalp here would be very significant, albeit a game denied of the majority of its origin stars. Alamotti on the cart back.
Well, if they can get Dane Laurie on an inside play, Maybe off the back of one of the quick play the balls from Fisher Harris or Isaiah Yeo. That's where they look most likely. Dane Laurie through the middle of the field.
Tackle 2, I think it's a head clash case.
Sunia Taruva, he stayed down here.
You right, Sunia? Let me know if you need a HIA test. It's a head clash.
Head clash.
Got the green lights pretty quickly from the trainer.
Jake Granville tear his bicep only a few weeks ago.
He was injured, yeah. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it.
Touches the Cowboy player.
He's lost it in brutal defence.
They're going to challenge this.
All right, Casey. I have a captain's challenge. Penrith are challenging the decision of a knock-on. I believe he loses it into the Cowboy player.
Sorensen again caught going sideways and tries to dump it off again. Pretty sure it's an attempted pass. Juggle. And he loses it. Which direction was he facing?
So just a tackle from Kyle Felt. There is no stripping action. We're just looking to see where the ball goes.
What's the knock on there?
The ball comes free of Scott Sorensen's arms and contacts a defender, which is a knock on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Well, here's a chance for the Cowboys to close it out. 69 minutes gone. 10-point lead.
All right, let's go, boys. We're all here. Hold for the break.
Dressed appropriately in the conditions.
Needs to upgrade that beanie. They've won a couple of premierships since 21.
Could you
Clearing now. Front foot and hold.
held in the tackle of Schneider, who's been busy today.
One ball.
Finnair Fuiaki. We close in on the last 10 minutes here. Another try for North Queensland. And they're almost there. Tamalolo after a long break. Right under the black dot at the southern end. Granville over to Townsend. Oh, he's lost it.
That was a tough ball in these conditions. Right at the defensive line.
Well, the clock's their biggest enemy now. They've got to break out and play some football. The grind is not going to get them there today. Somehow they've got to unleash some of these speed men out wide.
There's Laurie doing the work of a front rower. And here's the real deal. Moses Leota to the 40. So Helam Lukey looks like he's sweet. A kick by to Lau. Straight into the waiting arms of Kyle Felt. Time's very much the enemy now for the Panthers.
That's a valuable 2 points to the Cowboys. Panthers well placed on the ladder. I guess it's not life and death for them. They've got a chance to rest their rep players this week. But for the Cowboys, this is a valuable 2 points if they hold this lead up in the end.
They'll jump into the 8 and they'll push the Broncos out of the 8.
Just looking overnight, Broncos have got a very good draw on the run into the finals. They seem to be playing a very patient season, Kevin Baldy.
He's lost one. Laurie attacked it. He's left the ball behind. That's gifted the Cowboys possession 10 away. Edwards promoting to Taumalolo. 3 metres short. Drinkwater. Oh, goes behind Edwards and then back out of that. Comes back the other way. Kenny there in defence. Granville, Townsend. And Edwards, he's wearing 9. He's gone into that lock forward role. He's half a metre away, if that. It's a messy play, the ball. What a pick-up, Drinkwater, and he rolls it through. The ball's on the ground. Laurie's got it back. That was unbelievable from Drinkwater.
Yeah, classy player. Very, very skillful. You had him at the Storm early on, did you, Billy, or was that with his brother?
No, that was him. Yeah, he was there. He had Jerome Hughes, Ryan Pappenhausen, Nico Hines. They were all there at the same time, and he got an opportunity to go to the Cowboys. He was actually, as we see the ball go dead.
No touch, it's a scrum.
Okay. So the Panthers will get the ball here.
Clock on.
16-6.
Yeah. Clock off, shot clock still going. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Panthers back in possession. They've got to do something with it on this set. Clifford working Henry over on the ground. Comes to Leota. Probably been down over to halfway in this half. And it's been a very professional effort by North Queensland, especially when you consider the calibre of troops that Todd Payton's given the week off.
Well, they've come here with a great attitude. When you play in these conditions against the premiers, I know they've got some out, but so do the Cowboys. They've come here with a fantastic attitude to play tough, to play for 80 minutes. They haven't been perfect, but they knew that. And it looks like they're going to get the 2 points.
I've been really impressed with their defence.
Heads in, don't get him right in, mate. Jake, bring him in, heads in, let's go. This side, Sam. Shot clock off. Hold there, Trent. James, head in. Let's go, Chad. Ball in. Right.
Cowboys closing in on win number 9 for the season. And such is the nature of the ladder, that puts them only 1 win away from the Roosters in 4th position as it stands at the moment. The Roosters with a game in hand, of course. They take on the West Tigers at Allianz tonight. But with that favourable ending by way of games to come at home, 6 of the last 8. North Queensland, if they can find their mojo, are the team that might have the rest of the comp looking over its collective shoulder. Drinkwater. Looks like he's on a trampoline, Dane Laurie. So brave.
Well, he's been brilliant at fullback today, but I think they've extended his contract with a view towards him being one of the possibilities to replace Jerome Luai at 5'8" next year. I've always felt that he was destined to be an NRL 5'8". Maybe he'll get first look at it. Jack Cole, Panthers with another error. This game is just
Chad, ready on it, mate?
Grinding towards a finish, isn't it?
And you can see the enthusiasm still there for the Cowboys.
Panthers look a little bit bedraggled. They've run out of answers.
Boys, let's start for me.
As the DJ goes to Singing in the Rain.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Right, Trent, hold for the break. Heads in, let's go, Choke. Heel him, head in.
Fred Astaire. Do you know who Fred Astaire was, Billy? You don't know who Fred Astaire was?
No.
What about Ginger Rogers?
Yeah, Ginger Rogers and Fred.
The fact that you said was.
Just there to play for, guys.
You kiddies today.
Played back by Taumalolo. And McIntyre. 6 metres short. Granville. And Drinkwater off the Clifford pass. He's still attacking Scott Drinkwater. It's in his makeup. And Lukey back on the ground after that HIA. Drinkwater is going to get into dummy half and lock the ball up himself. Well, to concede just the one try would be enormously satisfying for Todd Payten and his coaching staff. I suppose the conditions lend themselves to low-scoring football, but there was a period there in the first half where, little exaggeration, it would have been at least 10 minutes in a row. Penrith had the ball on the Cowboys' line and they couldn't breach them.
Yeah, well, you get days like this during the Origin period. Both these clubs are big Origin contingents. Rested their players today, giving younger players an opportunity. But as a collective unit, the Cowboys have looked far better.
Let's go, boys. We got a ball.
And they've been able to win the first half 12-6, and they lead the second half 4-0, and that's all you've got to do. And it's a big win, like here at Panthers Stadium. Last time they played without their rep players here, the Dragons beat them.
Yeah. A couple of losses in quick succession. They were without their Origin players on that occasion too. So
yeah,
it's draining on any system. It's great as this Penrith production line is.
Well, it's the luck of the draw to be able to play the top sides without their rep players.
Taumalolo. This is a big win for the Townsville team.
Well, this will make it 5 from their last 6 as well.
Yeah.
They're going on a bit of a run now, the Cowboys.
Undeniably talented team, this. Taumalolo tries the crash play, can't get there. Right against the line. Granville, bouncing pass. Purdue picked it up. It's off the boot. It's been scooped up here by Tungor. But have a look at the Cowboy jumpers pursuing him. There's about 7 or 8 of them.
And their line is set straight away. There goes the full-time siren. That's a really good win by the Cowboys. Really good win.
Yeah, one off the back of attitude. Tenacious defensive line that first half. Defend their goal line time after time after time, and went down to 12 men twice. Todd Payten will be really proud of his men. And there'll be some State of Origin players sitting up in Townsville really proud of their teammates here tonight.
Full time, the Cowboys, their first win down here at Penrith since 2016. They've won 16-6. They're up into 7th on the ladder.